Okay. We are discussing the characteristics of joint stock company. These are the characteristics of joint stock company. Then we are studying the category, the classification of private limited company. Private limited company can be three types. Company limited by share, limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. The definitions are given below. Limited by shares, limited by guarantee, and unlimited company. And unlimited company means the company is not having any limit the liability of its members. Limited by guarantee, a company limited by guarantee means the company is having the liability of its members limited by the memorandum to such amount. Limited by shares, a company limited by shares is the most common type of private company. One person company is like the sole providership. One person is doing everything. One person company is newly introduced types of company. One person company was introduced, the Companies Act. It's a newly introduced to support entrepreneurs who on their own are capable of starting a venture by allowing them to create a single person economic entity, limited company. These are one person company. And what is limited company? The limited company requires a minimum of 3 directors. There is a limitation of number of members, number of directors. In private limited company, there is a limitation, minimum of 2 members and maximum of 200 members. And limited company, there is a minimum of a limited company has more tended to extensive compliance of requirements when compared to private limited company. A limited company requires a minimum of 3 directors and has no limit on the maximum number of the members. So that is the types of limited company. This is one important thing. How you will differentiate the public company and private company. We'll study few things, then I will share it. The meaning wise, a company, limited company means a company that listed on the recognized stock exchange and whose shares are publicly traded. जोटा public company कोची जो तमे share किनी परिबो. That is public company. Private company is not traded. You cannot purchase. A private limited company refer to company that is not listed on the stock exchange and shares are held privately by the members concerned. You cannot invest anything on that company. That is private company. Public company, you can invest something by purchasing share. Number of members, minimum 7 and there is no limit for maximum members. Minimum 2 and maximum 200 members. That is private company. So in right side, I have given the basic. So on what basis you are differentiating between the public company and private company? First basis we understand, basis of meaning we differentiate. One basis of membership, articles of association. It can draw its own articles of association or adopt schedule. They must draw up their own article of association. Transfer of share. public subscription. So this is a format, articles of association. This is a format. It can draw up its own articles of association part of schedule. So what the company is doing, what are the characteristics of company, what are the objectives of company, everything is written in articles. So what is the format they are following? That it is mentioned, and the basis that what is their differences between public company and private company. The share of publicly traded company are freely transferable and freely tradable on the open market called a stock exchange. Through stock exchange, you can purchase, buy, sell, exchange the shares of the public company. But you cannot do for a private company. Shares of private company are not freely transferable. That is not freely available in the open market. Public subscription, it may invite the public to subscribe for its shares or bonds. Issuance of shares or bonds to the public is prohibited. So anyone can buy the public company shares, but the same is not true in case of private company. It may issue a prospectus or may opt for private placement. Issuing a prospectus is prohibited. In public company, you will see the prospectus, so it's available by the public. But in private company, you cannot see. The definition meaning is understood the public of accounts. We understood the characteristics. In public company, you are liable to publish the financial statement, whereas in private company you cannot. These are the difference. Minimum allotment amount. Company cannot issue shares unless it reaches the minimum subscription specified in the prospectus. So every company has some minimum subscription. You cannot issue shares unless it reaches the minimum. So that minimum shares you have to keep in the company. You cannot go beyond that. Company may allow shares without obtaining the minimum subscription. Private company, you can do whatever you want. Starting a business, after incorporation, it requires a certificate of commencement. Public company, so there is a commencement certificate required by the ministry, by the government. So here in private company, that is not required. Private company, you don't need to avail the certificate of incorporation. In public company, certificate of incorporation is required. Use of suffix. A public company must compulsorily include the word limited in its name. So in private company, you don't need private limited. You have to mention that private company. Public company is limited. So you can understand from the name that company is listed in the stock market. Disclosing report to the public. This is what I was talking. The financial report. A public company must compulsorily issue quarterly or annually financial statement to the public. Private company doesn't have to disclose its profit and loss. The balance sheet. In public company, you have to display, you have to publish. These are the main difference between public company and private company. One important thing we studied the characteristics of joint stock company. That you will learn, you will read, and let me know if you have any question to understand the characteristics of joint stock company. If you have any questions, we will discuss further in the next class. We'll not go further today. In one more class, we'll complete this unit. Then we'll go to the new unit. One more thing, you have to give your attendance by giving your name and roll number in the chat box. If you forget, please give me your attendance.